What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared, y'all. So, first I want to address this in the comment section because this is the perfect video to address it on. Guys, keep in mind that we do have women that view this channel. Okay, we have women that view and comment on this channel. So when it comes to a lot of the comments that I don't get to see personally, keep in mind they get to see it, the comments. They can see all of that. I've have several moderators that monitor my channel that I thank. Shout out to my moderators. So just keep in mind that from now on, just monitor what you say on the channel, because I'm giving full authority to the moderators to remove and/or block certain comments and certain commenters if they turn up too much, because the channel is getting bigger. So it's not me. It's not the fact that I want to block anybody. It's the fact of the matter is that people have to understand that this channel is growing and it's starting to get more attention from YouTube. So just keep in mind. But in other news, Ebony K is pregnant. Oh yeah, we go. Oh boy. Oh my God. Here we damn go. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, and oh my Jesus, this has gone. So she didn't want to date the bus driver, but now she pregnant by mystery male, in the sense of what Pink Book said. Let's hit this bullshit.
At this point, it's becoming more apparent that modern millennial women have completely lost their minds. Ebony K. Williams is 40 years old. I will put her on the older millennial side, but she wasted a lot of her younger years shoplifting from the mall so she could get clothes and shoes and pretend like she had it like that, attempting to get white men to like her, but they all kicked her to the curb because she's inherently obnoxious and impossible to get along with. So she's been faking it until she made it, chasing a lifestyle. Remember, she told Ayanna she wouldn't date a bus driver.
How we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of.
Well, Ebony K, checkmate. These men are average earners. Sorry to say it like that, but these men are average earners. 45K and up is average earner. So, excuse me for not really giving a damn about what you have to say, but ma'am, keep in mind, A, you just lost your job, and B, now you pregnant at 40 years old. And you think this looks good? Let's keep it a buck. You 40 years old and you pregnant. You are high risk. You are extremely high risk pregnancy. Oh my God. We keep allowing this bullshit. We keep on allowing this goofy ass shit. I don't even understand. How is it that these women think that just because they are inherently attractive and that they got their money together, that makes them a catch for a man, let alone having a child in their later years? Boy, hey, I don't know what to damn say about this goofy shit at this point.
Of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you?
I'm sorry, but every damn time, like just like when Ayala asked that question, and she had a dumbass look on her face. That's how you know it was gonna be some bullshit. And this was 2 years ago. Damn, I'm already interrupted. Let's continue.
If he owns the bus, if he owns
No.
it, if he owns the bus,
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together.
Ebony K. Williams got some random sperm donor from the donation bank, and now she's pregnant. Unbelievable. The same woman who was supposedly so high class and couldn't date a bus driver picked out some random DNA from a possible homeless man or a possible let me powder my nose baser. Because I'm sorry, any man standing in line to donate DNA for $100, $200 gotta be living a real tough, low, broke life. Either that or he's a mental nutcase. Chances are he's both. Most of them need the money just like people going to donate plasma. Everybody knows when you go up there to donate the plasma, you got to be on your last $20 bill, your last tank of gas, your last piece of bread, your last piece of air, water, electricity, whatever. Rich people don't show up to no plasma bank or no...
I'm going to say this. I've never donated plasma or donated sperm. I like to keep my blood inside of my body and my baby batter to myself. I'm sorry. The only person that's getting that is the woman I marry. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about the shit. The fact that, matter of fact, let me say this. If I need some money, I'm going to DoorDash. If I need some bread, some money, I'm going to DoorDash. I'm going to buy some shit and sell it, something. I'm not about to sit on here and damn sell my baby batter to the highest bidder, especially if they like her. Hell the fuck no.
Sperm bank on a normal Monday, clocking in like it's a job donating for cash. So yeah, no different from where Ebony went to. Same process. And what's even more silly about this is this woman gloating about the whole experience with People magazine, you know, like she's conquering the world. It's embarrassing enough to go through this situation, but it's outright humiliating to do this to yourself and put yourself on the jumbotron to have all of us in your business on purpose for clout. It's very sad but true. These flamingos will do anything for clout, even get a baby from the DNA of a junkie. We have to really get into this today, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Young ladies, listen up. This one is for you. I'm here to let you know this is not normal, no matter how much society is trying to push this weird narrative 1000% out of order. Okay, so Ebony K. Williams is trying to find a way to get everybody to talk about her and get some attention. She's broadcasting all of her dumb personal decisions for people to comment on and try to wiggle her way back to the Breakfast Club. Ever since the bus driver thing, she's been itching to go viral again. This sick, egotistical witch decided she was going to craft up a baby on her own and voluntarily become a single mother because she believes she can raise a child alone and she's got the money to do it.
Let me ask y'all a question. In 20 years, where do you think this child is going to be? And that's the honest question. Where is this child going to be at? Because from the way it looks to me, this child is going to be, I hate to say it, this child is going to be very, this child is going to be a hellraiser. I'm sorry. This child is going to be a hellraiser. There's no way that she's competent enough to raise a child. Matter of fact, it's saying that she's pregnant with a girl. She's going to raise that girl to be just like her. Single, no kids, until the age of 40. Running the streets trying to find a damn Brad to marry her. Oh my God.
It's funny, we're talking about the same group that supposedly educated the public, preaching that money wasn't enough for a child. Every time a father said he provided for his child monetarily, they would argue that he could still be a deadbeat and label those men as such. Many argue that it's true that money isn't enough to raise a child. The child has to have the guidance of not just a mother, but they need the leadership of a father as well. You know, balance. Something once prevalent in society before the strong, black, and independent "I don't need a man to raise no child" serial baby mamas of 1986 popped up. I'm talking about before it became a norm, especially in the black community, for children to be raised in a single-parent household led by women. Now, single mothers end up in that situation for many different reasons. But never have I ever seen so many women choosing that life for themselves and resorting to pick up strange mystery DNA. I'm sorry, this is a new level of pathetic, and I don't care how much they try to make this normal, this is weird. And very selfish too. Just because you want to be a parent doesn't mean you should be. Doesn't mean you're qualified to be. All women should not reproduce. And on the other end, all men should not reproduce. It's a lot of y'all running around, men and women, trying to make another you. You're doing the world a disservice. The planet is struggling enough with you. We don't need you times two. Reproducing more failure, more confusion, more foolishness. One thing I can say about Vivica Fox, she knew she wasn't a woman for a real relationship, for real structure. She knew that already. At least she wasn't this selfish like Ebony to go out and create a whole human being and drag them along with her. I give Vivica that, because what Ebony is doing is worse. It's absolutely crazy. Being a parent isn't about you. It's about who, ladies and gents?
It's about the child, and she about to fuck up that kid. I'm telling you. Mark my words. In 20 years, that kid is going to be on the damn streets. Acting like a damn fool. I'm telling you, I can see this shit coming a mile away. Look at the kids that we got nowadays. And you think that these women are competent, these single baby mamas are competent enough to raise kids that are worth something in the society? No.
That's right. It's about the children. Once you bring a child into this world, and until you fully raise them to go into the world alone, your life is not your own. It's no longer about you and what you want. There are certain decisions and things you have to do for that child that you're now responsible for. And just because Ebony was too combative to get along with a man, she couldn't attract or keep a man of high quality, the men she wanted didn't want her. This is how you end up in this situation. Let's face it, all the white men said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore, so she decided she didn't need a man at all. Well, this would be fine if she just stayed alone and left everybody out of it. She's not only involving a child now, but she's broadcasting this to everybody. And just because she didn't need a man doesn't mean that child doesn't need one. The way she's parading this crazy story around with People magazine talking about an exclusive, showing she's having a baby from some mystery mayonnaise, this is just a whole new level of mentally deranged. Then attempting to push this narrative to other black women to get on board and do the same thing is just outright despicable. Literally doing the devil's work. Well, Ebony K. Williams, she's having a girl, again reproducing another her. Just think of the strong masculine woman Ebony's mother raised. Now Ebony is trying to continue the tradition. Absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
Yeah. Like I said, the way this shit is going, this is going to be another hell raiser. And the way that this goofy shit is going on nowadays, I'm sorry to tell you this, that's another nail in the coffin for the black community. Another nail. There's nothing that we can do. That is another nail in the coffin. Anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Also, I wanted to say thank you to a subscriber for a super thanks. I know I should have said something about it yesterday, but there was another super chatter that made a donation a couple of days ago. Let me see if I can find it. Let me get on my phone. It was, god damn. Shout out to JLM. Thank you for the super thanks. JLM 286. Thank you for the Canadian super chat. Shout out to the cousins from up above. Thank all of y'all that support the channel. But I do thank all of you, and thank you guys for listening. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.